And on November 13th, 2014, I was pronounced dead on Facebook.
Big guest today, big guest. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, dude? I'm Sean.
Sean, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Chicago's full-size Peter Dinklage, or the whitest Luis Guzman.
All right, we got some Chipotle bowls today with our buddy Dave Marr. Hope you Sixers enjoy it.
Let's do it. 3 burrito bowls from Chipotle Mexican Grill have been acquired with Mr. Dave Marr. Jump cut. So we should feel good about this meal. This is like a good, healthy meal to have at a place that a lot of people might think, I don't know, I feel like a burrito bowl is like the way to go at Chipotle if you're out getting like fast food style.
Yeah.
A lot of bodybuilders and people like swear by that.
There's legit secrets at Chipotle.
Chipotle is the greatest restaurant of all time.
Don't be jealous.
Actually pulling into Chipotle.
You gotta order the rice from the back.
That's what we basically are, just 3 bodybuilders. We're 3 bodybuilders
Hanging out.
in a alley in Chicago.
Plus, relative to us, this is definitely healthy.
Yeah, what you and I take down.
Fat, like pizza,
You're
non-stop.
You're 100% right. This is everything to me.
Everything. Don't you look in here. Don't you look at us? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good.
Well, you said you were gonna go to Burger King, so this definitely beats.
Dude, and we're...
Yeah,
Thank you,
so
thank
this
you.
is your like Food Network moment to really describe this food like hired talent, basically.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
I want
legit,
to
this
hear
is a video idea I've had for a while,
Sure,
so to
sure.
just be able to like
Yeah.
a la carte it into you guys' show is truly a pleasure. Like I had an idea for a web series that was gonna be me reviewing every Chipotle in the city as if it were like a differerent restaurant.
like a Michelin.
Today we're at Chipotle
Yeah.
at Broadway and Belmont.
Because
pretty funny.
like obviously I understand how ridiculous that is, but there is like a part of me that's like, nah man, this one sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
You're talking to 2 people where we couldn't appreciate that idea more. I feel like we
right.
love that. All right, so here's our second angle. Dave's gonna take us through it. You might have to
Okay.
mix it up a little bit. Just
Yes.
kind of, here's your moment to really maybe book a food job before we do, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll. Okay. So underneath here, there's some white rice, but not the full amount of white rice. They give you too much. So regular amount of black beans, fajitas, double fajitas.
Okay.
They do not give you enough fajitas.
That's a fact.
Right.
Meat is carnitas.
Ooh, yeah. Which is pork, right?
Yes. Which
Okay.
is, so I guess I'm getting into approach here because I only order meat by how it looks at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So like whatever, and the thing is carnitas and barbacoa are always looking kind of appetizing because they're like always wet. But I'll usually get chicken if it's looking fresh, and very rarely
Right.
fresh steak is very good, but I feel like they rarely have it. So
Yeah.
carnitas in this one.
Okay.
Then hot salsa, medium salsa.
Yeah, I love that you did both those. I told Dave in line, I said,
Hi, could I get hot and medium, please?
It's funny, that's exactly what I do when I do
Really?
it. Yeah, hot medium, yeah.
Combo move.
I had a Chipotle employee like give me and some friends like a tasting.
oh, wow.
thing one time.
VIP list.
Like, but he just like he made it, and he made us realize that the green medium salsa is hotter than the red salsa.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's good to know. So the Verde is hotter than the Roja.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
I mean, a lot of good colors in
those,
here.
And then cheese, which I've been recently with the queso.
One word,
queso.
But it's not great queso, but sometimes
Right.
I'm just like in the mood for it.
For sure.
But if I get queso, I don't get cheese. If I get cheese, I don't get queso.
Right.
And then I added guacamole because you guys are paying for it. and lettuce, but they give you too much lettuce, so light lettuce.
This is something you put a lot of thought into.
Dude, I put
feel
a
like.
lot of
And I
thought.
love how
Hell
much
yeah.
thought you put into
Hell
it because we can relate to this, putting a lot of thought into an order.
My relationship with Chipotle is a long one. I actually posted a picture on Instagram today that my partner took of me in front of the original Chipotle in Denver.
Oh yeah, that's where they started,
the
1993. I actually
Dude, and it's-
oddly know the year.
And it's that's wild. How do you know that?
Is it a
Sean
Denver?
Chipotle. It's a
That's
family.
my middle name,
Yeah,
Sean
it's a-
Chipotle.
No, it's your last name. It's a family company. That's why you know it.
And I didn't want all the fame to go to my head about being the son of Chipotle, so I took a different last name, which you guys can obviously understand.
Yeah, because like you said,
is great.
the appeal of Chipotle is that it like at least appears and I think tastes fresh.
I think it tastes.
Qdoba is like not.
Money well spent.
So Dave Marr,
Yes.
comedian in the city. Recently, I just told him, just listened to a little podcast of him on This American Life. Heard of it? Dave, you got a really crazy cool story. Cool might not be a way to describe it, but it's like one of those things that a lot of my journalist brain goes, oh man, everybody in my circle would love to talk to you about this crazy life you've lived the last 5 years, basically, right?
Yeah.
If you guys want to hear more about that just in depth, I'll link the podcast below.
Is This American Life? I'm Ira Glass. Today's program, The Secret of My Death, stories of people who die and the stuff about them that is hidden and the stuff about them that is uncovered after their deaths by people on a mission to figure them out.
Some of the news articles, Tribune, all that stuff, just people who've talked to Dave. How much of that do you want to tell our fans of fast food?
I'm cool with whatever.
I want you guys to hear this because this is like bonkers.
The bullet points are I was in a coma for a month. I mean, obviously, I survived.
You're here
And
eating
a
Chipotle with
little
us.
insight is This American Life, because that segment starts with my buddy Blake.
Blake Burkhart's friend was this guy, Dave Marr. They were both comedians in Chicago, met in their 20s in the comedy scene. Blake was drawn to Dave because he was this extroverted weirdo, loud and absurd.
And they interviewed him because they told me that it didn't sound dramatic enough when you knew that I was alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
that
like
makes sense.
but is also like very weird to hear that your surviving a coma story is not dramatic enough.
Right.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I remember that kind of bugging me. Like he would just start talking real fast and be like, ooh, hoo, 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 like he, it's hard to do an impression, but he'd be like, come on, Blakey boy, ooh, hoo, 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 come on. And he'd like grab me and like shake my shoulders and stuff if he was excited about just the dumbest thing, like a new joke he wrote.
The piece was great, obviously. But almost did not survive because I was almost taken off life support. The Chicago comedy community thought I had died.
They sure did.
Eulogized me.
Everyone knew Dave was going to be taken off life support that night. And finally, a Facebook post confirmed it. Rest in peace, Dave Marr. Then his 1,700 Facebook friends began to post eulogies of him to his Facebook wall. Thoughts and prayers. I had a gigantic crush on Dave, one admitted. Another said, let's all be the most Dave Marr versions of ourselves.
So then I woke up and got to read
Hundreds of.
what people would have said. Well, what people did say about me when they thought I had died.
So
wild.
This American Life took the approach of, what if you basically watched your funeral happen in a way and then got to like, you're alive and you get to experience that, how crazy that is. Like I said, go listen to that piece. It's incredible what they did.
I got two things I want these guys to click on.
Yeah.
A, obviously check that out. It's sick. But B, this is like one of the most important parts of me bringing Dave on the show. I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to help this dude out. This is for those of you guys who don't know comedy, like don't nerd out about it
Like
the way
we do.
that we do. We're like complete nerds about it. The Edinburgh Fringe Fest is huge.
Massive.
It's massive.
Big deal.
Dave got accepted to go do that.
Well, and just to be clear, not to myself, but
No, dude, please do it.
but
yourself in
Is it
this
gonna
car.
make us look better?
I would look like a douche if it's like I'm accepted to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, because like all Fringe festivals, it's not really like an accepted situation, except that I applied to this free Fringe organization that like sponsors venues, makes them free for performers, but you also can't charge, but that means that audiences get in for free. So they're like very into the like equality of the thing, and that I had to apply for and got accepted.
Still amazing.
But in general, it's like I feel like I mean, there's just a voice in my brain that's like watching this and is like, oh, you got accepted to that.
Yeah.
That no one,
Right.
There's no bar for entry to.
The classic comedy maneuver.
I was about
of
to
like,
say the same thing.
Just have it's like also like equivalent to Catholic guilt, almost in a way of being like, oh, someone said something good about me.
Yeah.
Better take
I
that
know.
down a notch.
I think all comics kind of have that. It's so hard to ever accept praise.
Oh yeah.
For anything. You're just like so like.
You ever see people who just accept or even glorify themselves and just be like,
oh, it's toxic.
How do you live in that? Like, I don't even understand how people's minds work where they can say good things about themselves.
I don't know, man, but I know some people.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to a buddy about this last night, actually, that like that's my fear is like I gotta be a slug. Because if I'm not, I feel like I will, my full monster of an ego will be unleashed.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like,
It's hidden in there,
you
just
suck.
waiting.
I'm the best.
Yep.
Damn right I'm like this. Lick my nuts.
Right.
Whatever. you
That's
know
funny
what I
because that's also true about comedians. I feel in a way too. Like
You never
deep,
get up and
deep,
do
deep,
it.
deep down. You definitely think that you're awesome enough to
you
do
would
all
never
this,
get
you
up
know?
and be. At some point in your life, you're like, man, I'm funny. I'm gonna get paid to be funny, and that's a dream job. I don't have to sit in a cubicle. I'm gonna be funny. I'm gonna get money to be funny.
Right.
And then you go through it, and you're like, how many days do you have where you're like, oh man, I'm so not funny. Like
Right.
more than not normally.
Every day, you know?
When you're deep in it, like for sure. I mean, I think I'm a failure 6 or 7 days of the week, you know. But we press on.
But here's the hope that I want from you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say because my ego's about to come out and be like, dude, you didn't finish the.
Yeah, no.
Right?
Hit 'em
So
with it.
it's obviously like it's in another country. Is that in Scotland? Where's Edinburgh?
Yeah, Edinburgh's in Scotland.
My geography's good. Obviously, it's not a cheap flight over there.
Right.
Not cheap to do. It's like 21 days. You got to go over. There's all this stuff. So there's a Kickstarter. Go check it out. The link's below. Help Dave get to Edinburgh. And I wouldn't be surprised if we got some Scottish fans out there.
Oh, yeah.
We're worldwide now. No big deal.
NBD. There goes our ego.
And if you happen to be in the Edinburgh area, go check out.
Yeah, my
Dave's
God.
show.
Yo, that'd be amazing. Well, and the thing is, it's like it's important for people to know that it's not like I'm going over there for like a show. It's like 3 weeks
dude,
of
it's
straight
nuts.
You're
shows.
performing like constantly.
If you guys, everyone's got Netflix, I feel like.
What's that?
Check out like the best representation of that I've seen is the Hannibal Buress did.
Yeah.
A really cool. I thought it was just going to be a stand-up special, but it was almost more of a doc on the Edinburgh
Because
Festival.
it's
and
grueling, dude.
Oh,
it's like
I bet.
Like, because that's the thing is like I'm gonna be working hard, but I just am broke, and like I'm gonna be flyering for my show every day
I bet.
before the show.
Yeah, you probably got to, right?
Yeah, you have
like
to.
a wild man.
Because it is the largest arts festival in the world. But
so insane.
The other thing too is that the Kickstarter is kind of a way to be like, hey, I'm putting the show like back on the market.
Yep.
Once I get done with Edinburgh, I'm bringing it back to Chicago.
Nice.
And on November 13th, 2014, I was pronounced dead on Facebook.
I want to tour it. I want to film it. I want to distribute the film. I'm like already writing a book about all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, remember this story exists. This American Life, Edinburgh are like nice platforms to like bring it back to public consciousness.
The doctors told my parents that I was the sickest man in Chicago.
Because we get a ton, like people support us, I feel like really well. Hop on that Kickstarter and throw some money over there if you got $1 or $2.
Yeah. All right, real quick, Sean and Court from the future. As of June 2nd, Dave is already at $7,000.
Unbelievable the support this guy's getting.
You're seeing this video now, but let's get that number up even more.
Here's the deal. His original goal, which he has now surpassed, is just the amount that he needs to basically be able to like get there and survive.
Baseline.
When you're doing comedy and producing your own show, all that extra money helps so much with being able to make marketing materials so you can get an audience there. It's difficult to get audiences to comedy shows.
So hard, yeah.
So it's gonna be, even though he's surpassed his goal, if we can keep funneling him, every bit of money extra he has promised is gonna go towards the show, towards making it a better show. It's just, we should still support this guy.
We wanted to pop in and say that. Back to the episode you were watching now.
Because here's another self-deprecating / egotistical thing, is like the voice in my head's like, oh, well, congratulations, man. An interesting story fell into your lap, and you know, you became an interesting white guy for once.
Right, right.
But I don't know. I would like to think that not everyone can make a traumatic thing like that funny.
That's the thing.
And I feel like
that was
I
my
do,
first thought.
And I gotta tell you guys, you have not experienced pleasure until you have felt a kind woman gently spraying the back of your ass
I love being around people like that. It's just inspiring in any regard, like whether you go through something traumatic or not. There are those people that will not stop doing that thing,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And I love being around those people, and I feel like you are that person.
For half an hour! As an adult!
Dude, that double fajita move, by the way.
I know, I was sitting here, look what I did. I ate it all.
It's solid, right?
So good. I love the fajita, and they always go so damn
Dude,
light
Dave,
on it.
I might do like this. I'm not just like blowing smoke up your ass. When I go to Chipotle, this might be one of the new go-tos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I normally get chicken. It wasn't too heavy for it. Vegetables were great. And it's crazy, you said like you got light white rice and there's still so much in here.
Oh yeah. Well, the fajitas make it like crunchy because it's all like soft stuff.
Consistency is top.
It's like temperature and texture that are weird at Chipotle. You need to like,
Yeah.
you need it to not be all soft.
Because the guac is like really cold.
It's cold,
Yeah.
and then the meat, and it's like sometimes I want to separate the
Yeah.
temperature. Sometimes I want to combine them. But I think you start like with a little bit of separate, and then you end up like swirling it together.
Right. I like how it's not just like, most people are like, I flavor. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
No. You got to have a lot of different parameters that you're making decisions on when you're building this feast, you know? It's like
Yeah.
the whole thing. It's brilliant.
100% agree.
Well, and so to review the specific location of Chipotle that we were at, that Belmont and Broadway.
Yeah.
Right by the Laugh Factory.
The marquee feature of that Chipotle is the little back room.
Right.
Mm.
And it's
Double
just
room.
like, so it's like a very nice little like setup, and it feels like there's very few Chipotles where I have gone and been able to like do work.
Yeah.
That is one of them.
Yeah, dude.
There was a lady in there doing
so
that when we were there.
Yeah.
And I was surprised by that.
That's where Joe Swanberg wrote Drinking Buddies, that Chipotle.
Shut up. Oh, you made that up.
Totally made it up, but I mean, it sounded like something. The Chicago guy, great director.
That's a good movie.
No one's going home to their significant other.
But now, hearing you talk about that, Dave, I want you to do this Chipotle show so badly
Oh
now.
my God.
And also, I want to know how many Chipotles there are in the greater Chicago area. I want to know how long it would take you. Maybe we could do a separate Kickstarter where they fund you to go around to all these different Chipotles. Like, it would pay your salary for like a month or two just to review Chipotles.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
would
Just
do
as a
that.
fan of that idea, I want to see that.
Chipotle, get on that. Should we rate this bad
Yeah,
boy?
so on the show, Dave, we rate this. Based this one today, because you've had a lot of these, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You've done this concoction.
Yeah.
Out of 5 Chipotle thermometers, how many Chipotle thermometers do you give the burrito bowl, carnitas, double fajitas, less rice, less lettuce?
My rating system for my web series will be, well, it's not going to happen, but
Yes, it is.
No, because this is
I remain
this is
optimistic.
exercising the need to make it happen. But
Okay.
burritos. So like, how many burritos?
Okay.
Oh, and by the way,
Can I
it's
put the
only
thermometer
out
on the
of
burritos?
One burrito. So it's how many?
oh, this is
and,
great.
And the goal of the web series, I was going to say, each Chipotle gets 1 out of 1 burritos, and so it's the same rating every time.
But like, as if you're gonna change it, you're like, and this thing gets
Yeah,
one.
this one, yeah.
Okay.
And another home run by Chipotle. 1 out of 1 burritos.
They can never do anything wrong.
Today,
Yeah, plus we had this great breakdown
out
by
of 5.
Out of
am I-
Chipotle
but I'm not
thermometers.
doing half.
You can, whatever you.
I will say 4.51 because I just saw that HBO Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Chipotle was great, but I don't know. I feel like I'm disciplining a child, but
That's fine.
It's
You know, sometimes
I mean,
you
that's
gotta-
a really good
you gotta
score.
keep them in line.
Really, it wasn't like I wasn't like, yo, this is changing the Chipotle game right now. But it was just like perfect, satisfying,
really good.
classic Chipotle burrito bowl, the way I like it.
The old B squared. Yeah. Okay, that was a great score. Corey, what was your score on this? How many Chipotle thermometers?
I'm gonna go a little lower than that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with this is pretty arbitrary,
You do you, man.
but that's just how I live my life,
You
I
do.
guess.
You're an arbitrary
I'm
guy.
going with 3.8.
Okay.
Oh, dude, that's
Interesting.
brutal. A 3
Well,
is one of it's like-
I usually do like a 2.5 is like the average fast food thing you can get.
Yeah.
Because it's halfway. So that's like my barometer of like, well, is this better than average? Yeah. If it's over 4, I usually do like, oh, that's really fucking good. So it's still pretty goddamn good.
So
Right.
like halfway better than halfway.
Yeah, halfway, exactly.
Right,
Halfway
right.
better than halfway.
And you'll learn about me. I'm always the way too positive guy. Everything in life is perfect. Let's give an HJ to the person working at Chipotle. I'm gonna give that a 4.8.
Nice.
I
Respectable.
thought it was phenomenal. It's something I don't normally order.
He lied
likes it.
All right, so those are 3 good scores. Cheers, guys. That was just a lot of fun.
Good day.
Click on those links below. Check out Dave's stuff.
Are there any shows coming up?
Yeah, any plugs to shows specifically?
Edinburgh Run is August 4th through the 25th. If there are truly international people.
Okay, which there are.
I have a website. I have a mailing list. You can go to DaveMarComaShow.com. You can go to thisisDaveMar.com.
It's got websites on websites, dude.
Hell yeah.
Dave, thank you so much for being on our stupid
Thank you guys
show.
for having me.
Dude, hell yeah.
Appreciate it. We're gonna get out of this alley and force Dave to be our best friend forever. Bye.